Those who qualified to join University of Nairobi for various degrees, welcome. Could be an undergraduate degree, a postgraduate degree, or diploma. They are all welcome. I really look forward, together with the rest of the University of Nairobi community, to receive them and take care of them, work with them to achieve their dreams. Now, this time when they join, we have this case of the COVID pandemic. This is new times, and it requires all of us to adopt to this changed environment. The environment has changed, in my view, positively, that it has helped all of us to be able to adopt technology faster than we would have done if there was not this COVID. I acknowledge that all of you who are joining the University of Nairobi at this time, you are born in this era of computers. And therefore, this is not going to be new phenomenon to you. It is now something that I know many of you use Facebooks and all other platforms. But now you are going to use them, those platforms, for learning. And you are going to be introduced to lifelong learning. And lifelong learning requires that you must be aware of the technologies available, and you must be able to source knowledge from the internet. Not only what you are taught by your teachers, but you continue to interrogate what you are taught and try to challenge that knowledge, so that we teach them to be critical thinkers. We will be teaching you from the comfort of your homes for now. But I really look forward also to receive you in these beautiful facilities of the University of Nairobi. You come here and you will be in different campuses. We have 11 campuses. So when you come, we will receive you into those campuses, and you'll find how University of Nairobi environment is really a welcoming learning and teaching environment. I have a lot of expectations on you that you are the people who are going to transform this country. You are going to change your communities because of the knowledge that we are going to give you. Because after that, you'll go out there and serve. For me, I look even beyond your being here in the university to the time you go out to serve, and this country will be much better because of you.
Of Nairobi, congratulations everybody who has gained admission to the University of Nairobi. This is the most prestigious and best ranked university, African university really. And anytime you gain admission to the university, you feel you have made a very great achievement. The greatness of a university is actually about the greatness of the students and the greatness of the staff and the greatness of research that comes out of that university. So the university is going to continue being great because the students who join it are great students. You will have been selected based on merit because you achieved very high grades to come to the university. The university's business will be to add value to what you already are in the process of your growth. Academic progression is going to be the key hallmark of your stay in the university. At every stage, you must endeavor to become better than what you were in the previous stage. And day in, day out, you must make a deliberate effort to become a better person. Better in your academic endeavors, better even socially, that you contribute to the Kenyan society in a very deliberate manner. The University of Nairobi is going to offer you a chance to grow in this manner. There are members of staff, very qualified professors who are going to mentor you in this growth process. The university also provides physical facilities in forms of lecture halls and libraries and computer labs that will contribute to academic progression. Initially, you will not come to the facility physically because of the COVID-19 pandemic, obviously. But very elaborate mechanisms have been put in place to enable you undertake your classes online You interact with your professors online, and all the activities will be online in that manner. The ICT framework for supporting this is very robust, and there are staff who are ready to support you at every stage of the way. You will need many forms of support. There will be people to teach you, there will be people to improve your ICT skills to undertake these classes online. Those of you with definite problems will also get support. There are offices of career services, chaplains in the university, counselors and guiders. And in fact, there is a student-developed radar app which you interact with for your security, health, and social issues. So really, the university is the best place for you to be in because of this very wide array of straight instruction, infrastructure, and social and spiritual and psychological support mechanisms that have been put in place to support you. So whenever you are interacting with the university, feel very comfortable, feel very safe. Everything will enable you to join a very large team of people who have gone through this university. There is well over 200,000 alumni who have come through this university, occupying big positions all over the world and in government. And there is another 67,000 students who are already there that you join at various levels. So we are a huge family. There's staff, the older members of staff will mentor the younger one, the younger ones will mentor you. They'll also mentor you directly. And in the student body also, there will be final years who can help mentor the younger people so to benefit from this very wide, extensive system of horizontal and vertical mentorship that enables people to grow. The growth process will be a journey, and you walk through it, making one step at a time, but you keep moving. So long as you keep moving and you remember the milestones along the journey and the guideposts, you will eventually get where you are going and in good time. You will be guided through what to achieve in every stage of it. There are timelines in everything, so you cannot take forever. You will have to progress through, come in at a particular time, and most of you in 4 years come out through to graduate. And the whole of this, beginning from the admission process to teaching and learning and the support that you will get through till you graduate and become a member of the convocation, is the business of academic division. So this is really where you belong. You are the people, the students. So the university will therefore be providing for you the curriculum and the facilities that enable that curriculum delivery for your benefit. You will grow three-dimensionally during your stay in the university. So feel very welcome and feel happy to consult. We will be ready and willing to support you at every stage of the way. Karibu sana.
My name is WEBUYE, Academic Registrar, University of Nairobi. I would like to welcome you to the best university in the region, the best university in Kenya, and a world-class university. Our academic division will be taking you through your life in the university from admissions to the time you'll be graduating out of the university. The academic division is headed by the Deputy Vice Chancellor in charge of academic affairs, Professor Julius Ogengo, and we have sections within the academic division which deal with day-to-day activities that touch on student life. The first section is the Deans and Senate Secretariat, which manages activities of the University Senate, which is the body that is mandated to manage academic programs of the university. We have this admissions section, which has been communicating with you and which issued you with the admission letters and joining instructions. Then we have the University Examination Center, where we deal with examinations for all students as they undertake their programs. We have a records management section, which will be managing your student records. We have a quality assurance section, which will be managing issues to do with the quality of the programs you are undertaking. And then we have an ICT unit which is coordinating various issues to do with ICT and student matters. So when we go to the functions of the academic division, the first function is processing academic undergraduate admissions, which we are in the course of now undertaking, which includes your orientation and the registration. The second function is we deal with your academic programs. All programs are revised after every 5 years to ensure that we offer you programs that meet market demands. The third thing we do is we monitor how the programs are executed so that we ensure when you are undertaking your programs, you will not have a hitch to complete your program. Then we coordinate examinations as you undertake your examinations. And then we finally process your graduation and exit you from the university. There are three important things that I would like you to take note. The first one is we will give you documents. The first document is the student handbook. The student handbook will introduce you to various parts of the university which will help you to be comfortable as you undertake your studies. It will introduce you to the people who can help you in case you have problems, and the student handbook will also have a code of conduct which will help you to know how to behave and how to conduct yourself within the university. Then we have issued you with admission letters. Within those admission letters, there are joining instructions. And in the joining instructions, we have given you various things that you are supposed to complete, which include a letter showing that you have been admitted. It includes a form where you give us your personal details. It includes a form where you give us medical report, and then a form which has a bond that is to be signed by lawyers in order to commit you to good conduct within the university. When it comes to your university life as you are in the university, there are various things that we will be able to help you to undertake. The university has admitted you and you are a bona fide student. When you are now a student, you are expected to follow rules and regulations of the university. They include attending all prescribed courses, taking all the continuous assessment tests, and ensuring that you sit for the prescribed examinations. In case you have an issue and you want to be away from your class or from your academic program, you will be expected to apply for temporary withdrawal through your dean, and you must get approval before you go. After your orientation program, the first week after the orientation program, we shall undertake interfaculty transfers. We shall be allowing students who want to move from one faculty to another one to change courses. That will be an opportunity for you to move to a course of your choice. Absence from classes without reason is not entertained, and it can cause you to be deregistered. The other important thing I want you to note is change of names. The names that you are admitted to the university with are the names that will be reflected in all your academic programs, and they are the names that you will be able to use until you graduate. Now, go to the process that requires you to adhere to the highest level of integrity. Examination irregularities will lead to your discontinuation. Therefore, I'm urging you to ensure that you do not involve yourself in acts that will lead to cheating in an examination or being in misconduct. As you go through your life, there will be three groups of students you will meet. The first ones will be your comrades. This will be your friends within which you are admitted in the same year. The second group will be your colleagues. This will be your classmates who will be with you. And the final group are your confidants. I would urge you to build more of your confidence, because these are the people who will ensure that you stay within the university and you follow the laid down rules and regulations successfully. I welcome you to the University of Nairobi, and God bless you. Thank you.
Nairobi Library and Information Services Department is fairly rich in information resources. We have over 500,000 volumes of physical information resources. But then, what we are proud of is the e-resources. And I can tell you, looks like we were prepared even before the COVID-19 came in for the virtual running, because the library is very rich in terms of electronic books and electronic journals. And so these materials can be accessed remotely. From wherever you are, you only need to have an internet connection, and you are to get all this information. So you need to have a smartphone, you need to have a laptop, and you can be able to access our information resources. We also have a digital repository, because these are materials that are based on local researches that have been done by the university fraternity, the university community. And so these materials, as you proceed with your research, you can be able to now refer to the resources online. They are free to be accessed, open access. And so these are information resources that are fairly vital, very important for our students.
To pay your fees to the university, and these are the regulations for your payments. One, the University of Nairobi is a cash-free society. We do not collect your fees by cash, but there are 3 models of payment of fees. One, you can deposit the fees to ABSA account, which you have their details in the joining instructions. You can also pay your fees via Visa card. The details of the payments are also in your joining instructions. You can also pay using M-Pesa. The till and pay bills are also indicated. You also interact with the payments in various colleges, and all the college details are in the joining instructions. So those are the models of payments for school fees of the University of Nairobi. You will also interact with the finance department that manages your fees while you get financed by the Higher Education Loans Board, called the short acronym of HELP. Those who have applied, you will get your fees remitted direct to the university, and it will be updated in your portal, and you'll be able to access it. In case you have any issues, you'll be able to interact with the finance department via the help desk. Numbers are also provided in the joining instructions. You will also interact with finance when you get bursaries from other sponsors, mostly the CDF, the Constituent Development Fund, which is awarded to needy students from various constituencies. I would want to remind you that while you give the details of your name, remember always to give your registration number, which is the identifiable identity for every student. Please remind them to include a proper identification number, your registration number, so that we can identify you by that number. Also, when you have been sponsored by other sponsors, remind them to use proper bank accounts as it appears on your joining instructions, and also to include your registration number. We want also, in case you need physical contact resumes, you will be served in every college. There is an office of the bursar that will deal with your financial requirements. You might also need to visit the main campus where the student finance is situated for requirements of CDF and help notifications. you will require to come with your student's ID for ease of identification. So those are the various offices that we will interact with while at the main campus. The fees that is payable is in your joining instructions. So be careful so that you can pay the requisite fees before you join the university. The University of Nairobi does not do fees refunds, but however there are various situations when we can give back, we can refund students their fees. One is when a student ceases to become a student of the University of Nairobi and they clear with their various departments. Number two is when they complete their courses and they have cleared with the University of Nairobi and they do not have any outstanding fee. Number three is when a student pays excess fees and they have already graduated. After clearance, we refund excess fees only in those three situations. So we want to welcome you yet again and tell you, in case of anything, any inquiry on financials, please do not hesitate to contact the contacts that are given in your joining instructions. Thank you.
My name is KARIUKI, the Director ICT Center. Welcome to the University of Nairobi. I'm sure you have already used our services because you have applied online or you have received your letter of admission online. And we know that you already are registering online because our registration online began on Monday, 24th August 2020. Once you register online, the next thing you need to do is ensure that you create for yourself an email account. We have provided these features on the student portal. So the same portal you are using for registration, there is a place you can update your profile. When you are updating your profile, you will be given an opportunity to create an email address and also an Active Directory account. We call it ID account. With those two accounts, you will be able to join the online classroom. Once you are invited, you will be able to be invited for orientation programs, and you shall also be able to be invited to be taught on how to use our online platform. You shall need the AD account to be able to join our learning management system. We have quite a number of learning management systems. So one of them is called eClass. You shall join eClass with your AD account. You have another one called SOMA, which is normally used for mathematical-based programs. You shall join again using the AD account. We also have the Go Classroom. To access that, you need your student email. Please note that when you are invited for classroom, you should always attend using your university email. We are aware, of course, we have invited you using the emails that you provided to us during admission, but those are only going to be used for a temporary season. After that, we expect you to get a university account, which you shall use for purpose of being communicated to. We shall provide you with connectivity. We have partnered with the various telecommunication companies that will enable us to provide you with connectivity. So as soon as you register, kindly update your profile and indicate whether you need us to provide with connectivity. They comes in the form of data bundles from Telecom. If the place you are in has access to Telecom. Ideally, we encourage all of you to apply for Telecom data bundles. Try it out. If it doesn't work, then you can request, then we'll provide an alternative. We are not able to provide you with an alternative until you test and tell us that the Telecom data bundles are not working for you. We have partnered with Kenneth to offer you subsidized data bundles for purpose of learning. These enable you to access whitelisted sites. These are the sites we have identified that are relevant for you to be able to access learning material. They include our e-library that has the biggest library. They include the platforms that I have just mentioned to you for e-learning, the emails, and the various web conferencing tools that we have. If you have any problem, we have put into place a mechanism in ensuring that you are helped. So we have a customer experience center that is equipped to receive your calls, your emails, your texts, and they are able to respond back to you in real time. Should you have any problem that require a bit more time to be resolved, it will be escalated to the various help desk platforms that we have provided. Every school, including the school that you have been admitted to, have a help desk, and you can access that from our website. And should you have any problem regarding that you need your school to help you in, kindly send an email to the email provided for that school. We have emails for the finance officer, for admissions. We have email for the principal's office, for the dean's office, and even for the direct ICT. And in direct ICT office, we have quite a number of emails that help you reach the various services. For example, if you have a problem with your AD account, we have a support email for AD. And that information you'll find it in our ICT website. To access our ICT website, just type ict.unbi.ac.ke and you shall be able to access all the services that we offer as ICT. We have very many services that we offer in the University of Nairobi. We have a lab. We have labs in every campus where you are able to come and access material. But of course, we are aware that during this lockdown period, you may not be able to come to campus. So we have given you recommendations on the gadgets that you can buy. Again, that material can be accessed from our website. The specification of the gadget that suits you. If of course you are doing a humanity course, then that requires a different kind of a gadget from the person who is doing an engineering or a computer science program. If you want softwares that you need to use, we are available to help you to identify the software that you need to use. But kindly ensure that the software, the gadget that you buy in the form of a laptop, you are able to install the latest operating system and you have at least Microsoft Office, so that will be the basic minimum that allows you to interact with us and access our services. We also want to let you know that when on campus, we have gigabit network speeds in campus. And therefore, when the COVID period is all over and you are able to come to campus, you shall be able to access our Wi-Fi in the lawns of the campuses, as well as in your classroom. You'll also be able to access the laboratories that are using the structured cabling that offer you the gigabit network speeds. But when out there, please make sure that you use the data bundles that you have provided. Use the subsidized data bundles that we have provided you through KNET. Make sure you register early through KNET so that you can be able to access the data bundles. It takes about 14 days between the time you register to the time the data bundles become accessible to you to buy. We also want to let you know that there are many softwares that you will need, and these are dependent on the program that you are doing. For example, if you are doing engineering, you may need ArchCAD or a software to do computer-aided design, and that software you'll need to install it on your computer. Well, on campus, we have provided license, and that enables you to access it through the laboratories that are in the campus. But well out there, you should need a license to be able to access this software, and therefore you may need to make arrangement to buy that software to access these specialized services. We also need to let you know that while in campus, we also protect you from the internet. In other words, we have a firewall that ensures that what you access is filtered to ensure that your machines and your computers are not contaminated with virus and malware. But when you're out there and you have bought your own gadget, you need to ensure that that gadget that you have bought is also protected from viruses and malware. These malwares help steal your information. They can lead to you being impersonated, and people can commit crime and fraud in your name, and the government will of course come looking for you. So make sure that the computer you buy is safeguarded by the installation of an up-to-date antivirus, and also ensure that you have turned off the Windows Guard, for example, to ensure that the Windows Defender, to ensure that malwares don't just install themselves in your computer. Don't be so quick to install things on your computer, because some of those things that you are fronted to install will contain malwares that will later on be used to exploit and steal information from you. When you access sites, make sure that you access only genuine sites. There are many sites that masquerade as genuine, but they are not. Do not be generous in sharing information about yourself, even in the social media. That information can and will be used against you. There have been many cases of students and even members of the public committing suicide on account of pictures they posted on social media when people commented negatively on those particular pictures. So make sure that if you record a video or even if it's a photo, be careful on what you share with your friends and the social media. We know that out there, when you release any information, it's not possible to get it back. Even if you delete it from where you had posted it from, it will have already been transmitted to other places where you cannot access to delete it. So be very, very careful on what you post on the social media. Finally, I want to wish you a successful study online. We know that this first semester you'll have to learn online, but be careful to attend all your classes. I know that your deans will tell you that you are required to attend at least 2/3 of the classes. With the online classes, we are able to monitor not just whether you attended the class, but the duration in which you stayed in that class. And the total time in which you attended the class is what constitutes the 2/3 of your class. So be very careful to attend all the classes that are scheduled. And of course, when the exams are scheduled online, be careful to prepare and to do them as per the schedule. So I wish to welcome you and wish you a fruitful study time online. And should you have a problem, you are free to contact us. Thank you.
We at the Student Welfare Authority, we are the hospitality wing of the University of Nairobi, dealing with accommodation and catering services to the students. The Student Welfare Authority is divided into two major departments: the halls department, which deals with accommodation, and the catering department, which deals with the catering services. In the halls of residence, the University of SOA is divided into 11 strategic management units. The units are managed by managers and assisted by several staff members. At every unit, there is a halls officer who is the person responsible for accommodation services in that unit. The halls officer is assisted with several other staff members who will be with you as you stay in this university. We work together with other departments like security to ensure that you are secure in this university. In the halls of residence, you will be sharing facilities with your fellow students, and we know that this place is going to be a home for you for the next 4 years. We will be your parents. We welcome you to the University of Nairobi. In the catering department, the catering services is headed by the principal catering officer. The principal catering officer is also assisted in the catering department by several catering staff, qualified catering staff. The meals are provided at certain times. We are open from 6 o'clock for breakfast up to 8, and we are open for lunch from 11 o'clock up to 3 o'clock. And then for supper, we open from 5 o'clock to 8 o'clock in the evening. However, we have some kitchens providing, some cafeterias providing 24-hour services. Ladies and gentlemen, you have started your journey at the university. We are here to provide the necessary accommodation and catering services to you. And we believe that you're going to enjoy your stay in this university. You only need to understand the fact that you are supposed to follow rules and regulations. In the halls department, we have a computerized system which enables you to apply for accommodation online. Thank you very much.
Once you join the University of Nairobi, you can register online or physically, and then a variety of sport of your choice as enumerated. And of course, at the University of Nairobi, we participate at various levels, starting from inter-colleges with the campuses. From there, we graduate to regional games, And then conference games, we move to the Kenya University Sports Association games, leagues and tournaments, the inter-university games, specifically the annual Women Inter-University for the women counterparts. And then from there, we move to the East African Games, and then we also move to the Continental Games, where continent meets and play against one another. At every level, of course, we have various awards, ranging from certificates to trophies and medals. The benefit of participating in sports, particularly at the university level, is of course geared towards improving your academic performance, because once you participate, you recreate your mind and perform well in class and also during examinations. Secondly, you require to grow your body physically, and more in particular, you grow mentally and physically as you play sports. The other benefit, of course, is socially, where you meet other counterparts from other universities that you participate and interact with them from time to time. From there, you can make new friends and so on and so forth. Besides now recreation, you are also able to empower your career. As we know today, sports is an industry where people are employed because of their excelling in sports. The corporate world is looking for students who have excelled in academics but also who have done sports because of the corporate aspect of it. If you play in a sport, for example, basketball, you'll be able to demonstrate the team spirit and teamwork. And this is what now the corporate world is looking for. So the University of Nairobi is adorned with various facilities, both at the college and the university level. In all these colleges, ranging from the College of Agricultural Sciences, College of Education and External Studies, College of Humanities, College of Architecture Engineering, and so on and so forth, they are all adorned with facilities such as basketball courts, football courts, handball courts, volleyball courts, hockey pitches, rugby pitches, athletic tracks, tennis, and swimming pools. In all these facilities, in of course a planned manner, you can participate as long as you are free and as long as you are a student of the University of Nairobi. So again, welcome to the University of Nairobi, which is a giant in sports in a cross-section of the universities in Kenya and outside Kenya. Asanteni sana.
The purpose of career services is for you to develop your full potential and become a future leader. And our work here is very simple, to link up with the industries and to help you to skill your talents so that you'll be able to be a market leader in the next and the near future. We have a vision and a mission to make you a graduate that is fit for the market, that is future-oriented, flexible, and innovative enough to be captured in the market. The Office of Career Services was created with you in mind, such that you have the potential that needs to be unlocked. But for that potential to be unlocked, you need to discover your purpose, and our work is to develop that purpose and deploy it into the job market. So the kind of graduate profile we are looking for is the people that will change the fortune of Kenya and Africa at large. For us to be able to do that, we link you, we help you to do a good profile, we train you, we link you with the job markets, the internship, attachment, mentor you, counsel you, and lead you to places where you have not been through the field visit. And with that kind of exposure, you'll be able to come out as a graduate profile of the University of Nairobi, distinct from any other university in this world. And that's why our slogan as a career office, we say we make future and market-led graduates welcome.
Functions of security and safety in the university is to protect life and property of all the members of staff, students, and any other member of the university community. The other second function is to prevent and detect crime within and the surrounding university establishments within our areas. The other thing is that we apprehend offenders. We enforce university rules and regulations. We also liaise with government security agencies to ensure security and prevent any wastage of any form in the university. And lastly, we regulate human and vehicular traffic in the university. To begin with, I want to challenge each and every student to ensure that their individual security and safety starts from you. This will go a long way in ensuring that we are each other's brother or sister's keepers, and that whenever there is any suspected or real case of insecurity, we should be able to share this information to the nearest security of new students. You're supposed to acquaint yourselves with the student handbook. From page 104 to page 158, there is an elaborate student code of conduct where each and every student is supposed to go through so that you can be able to know what are your expectations as a student in this university. In the same code, you will be able to see what are the various kinds of violations that students can commit and what are the repercussions for going against those hills that we normally discourage in the university. It is always very important to do this because from my experience as a director, at times students find themselves on the wrong side of the law, and when they are coming for disciplinaries, you will realize that they are very, very ignorant of these regulations. And remember, ignorance of the law is no defense. Those who drive vehicles are allowed by the university to park in our parking areas. However, you are supposed to meet some conditions which will be available in the website. You will be able to, for instance, for you to be able to get a car sticker as a student, the car that you are driving should be registered in your name, amongst many other requirements. The other issue is that we provide directions in the university at any place. Whenever you feel that you are lost, we normally give directions. And lastly, I just want to say that I have attached to your orientation documents my whole brief that I normally give to students in a PowerPoint presentation. Please make sure that you take some few minutes to go through my presentation, and you will be able to find so many other advisories. These advisories will be largely on social aspects of students around the city. You realize that University of Nairobi is at the heart of the city, and all those crimes and social challenges associated with the urban areas are normally witnessed by our students. In summary, I would like to say that welcome to the university, but more so, please note that security starts from you.
I take this opportunity to welcome our 2020-2021 first years, and I wish to congratulate them for their exemplary performance in their Kenya Certificate of Secondary Education and subsequent admission to University of Nairobi. As you embark on your journey at the University Health Services endeavors to provide the necessary support in matters pertaining to your health issues so that you're able to complete your education in a timely manner. The main student clinic is situated at the main campus, and we have satellite clinics at various campuses. The outpatient services are provided throughout 24 hours every day, 7 days. And for inpatient services, we have sick bay, which provides short stay inpatient services, and for other cases, we refer them to Kenyatta National Hospitals. As you continue with your university education, I request that you visit the University Health Services website, whereby you get more information and learn more about the university student health policy as well as various health services that we provide and the activities that we undertake in the Department of University Health Services. Thank you very much, and God bless.